Holy crap, if you guys could have just seen the technological snafu we went through to get started here. I'm joined by Anna, my good friend Anna. We're going to be talking about something other than Parkinson's. I talk about that a lot. We're going to talk about FND. Anna, tell me a little bit about yourself before we get into FND.
Yeah, hi, Jeremy. Thank you for having me in your channel. Well, I started showing symptoms 9 years ago, but that went even farther ahead. Like when I was in my early 30s, I remember showing symptoms like muscle spasms
Mm-hmm.
and my head bobbing. But with the muscle spasms, I was like, well, I work at a gym, so I thought it's common to have muscle spasms after working out.
Sure.
So I didn't give it that much of a thought, and I just keep doing what I do. And then, but when my head was starting to bob, like very slowly,
Shaking. Yeah, kind of shit.
yeah, I was concerned. I was like, what is this going on, So I told my husband, and he brushed it off, and then I'm like, well, I guess it's not a big deal. So,
Well, explain what functional neurological disorder is, because I got to tell you, I mean, I've had PD for 13 years. I'd never heard of this, but it's very similar to Parkinson's in some regards. Can you speak to what your symptoms are and what how it presents itself in you?
yeah. So yeah, it started like that, but I didn't know that until well, FND means functional neurological disorder. And after I got diagnosed, that's when I found out what it was. Uh, because they just said, oh, I think first they thought that I have dystonia, which
Yeah.
I do have dystonia, but the FND is more heavy than the dystonia. The dystonia attacks come and they show up, but not as much as the FND. So,
Which is
with
similar in
it,
Parkinson's. I have pretty bad dystonia in my legs.
oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what's happening with me, with my legs and in my hands and on my neck. Like my neck will fuse to my shoulder and it will stay in that position until it's done. And it's very painful.
By the way, we should mention your channel before we go any further. I'll put a link in the description. What is your channel?
Oh, my channel is named Viviendo con FND, which means living with FND. So at the beginning, I was gonna do Spanish because I never heard of it. I never heard of it. Sorry, my
Yeah.
mouth is. I'm gonna keep putting my hand in my chin because that helps me
Sure.
talk better.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever you
So
got to do, Anna.
I know. Right? So yeah, what they told me. So they told me, yeah, I we think you have FND. Like they were not quite sure yet. So and this happened. I got diagnosed right in the beginning of uh the pandemic. COVID.
Oh, great. That's just
I know.
fantastic.
I great. So basically, they saw me once, and then they sent me home because everything got shut down.
Yeah.
But that's what they basically say, that they just like, we think you have FND, and then went home.
So
So
here's this life altering condition. Go home and then we'll call you. And then they never do because the pandemic. Wow.
exactly.
That's horrible. That's totally demoralizing because you can't call because they're like, nobody's in the office. Wow. That's got to be the worst possible time to be diagnosed with something like that. As if there's ever a good time, you know?
Yeah. So during that time, I'm wondering, so what's this? And I'm trying to, and then before I left, one of the doctors says, well, you can Google it, but you're not going to find anything.
Oh, great.
That's
Thanks
that's
for
what
nothing.
that's what she said.
Gracias por nada.
Exacto. So I'm home and I'm like typing my symptoms, trying to figure out what I really have. And I'm like, do I have Lyme disease? Do I have Parkinson's? Do I have, all these MS, all these things that are similar to my things that I'm experiencing. So, but I'm finding many doors. So I'm like, well, I don't know which one to pick because it's so many things, involved. So, so I went home. After a while, then they saw me again, and then I was having an attack during that time, and they saw me like full attack on season, but I was conscious. I was listening to them. I just couldn't communicate.
So it looked like a seizure to other people.
Uh-huh. It looked like they thought definitely that I was having a brain seizure. And but one of the doctors noticed that I was kind of trying to communicate with them. And so they see that I still conscious, you
Yeah.
know. So they're like, no, you're not having a brain seizure, it's something else,
Because you
going
didn't lose
on.
consciousness. Yeah, I mean, I
Eh,
think epileptics, don't they kind of lose consciousness?
yeah, yeah, they
I
do.
could be getting
They
that wrong, but yeah.
No, no, my son suffered two of those.
Oh wow.
And
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, that's how he developed also FND. He has FND, my son.
Oh no. So it's genetic.
No, I thought that, but he was. That's what I was going to tell you now because you asked me
Yes, yeah. Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
We just stream of consciousness here. We just talk off our asses, whatever comes on our mind.
I know. So, but yeah, with him, let me just go with him because he had the flu and he was still working, and then he developed fever, and with that fever, it got him to have a seizure.
Oh, the fever got
And
so hot it created. Oh wow, that's
it
terrible.
it was horrible for him. Yeah. So he lost consciousness and he was not breathing. But thank God that his fiance was there with him. So she gave him CPR and called 911, and they took him. So he was still unconscious when he got to the hospital. So he was not quite in a coma, but he was, in trouble.
Sure.
And so after 3 days, they released him, went home. And a day after that, he had another seizure. And he went back to the hospital. And uh, by the time that he was trying to come home, he couldn't walk, he couldn't talk, he couldn't move.
So let me ask you this. Does everybody with FND have like slightly different symptoms like Parkinson's?
No, I noticed, the shaking. Like right now, I'm getting triggered because I'm watching you. Sorry. That's another thing. I have tics, and if I see somebody ticking, I get triggered
Oh
immediately,
no.
and I start ticking too.
Well, try
So
to stop ticking.
no, no. So let's show them what really is. That's what
Yes,
we're
yes,
going through.
exactly.
Yeah, I think definitely everybody's different. Like for me, I show symptoms that other people with FND don't show. And I noticed that other people, when I was in a support chat for FND, uh, some they didn't have tics like I do. So yeah.
Now, this has got to be really difficult for you out in public because people don't understand. They might think drugs or alcohol. I mean, that's whenever I first started to show symptoms, people were like, "Are you drunk?
Hmm.
Are you on drugs?" I'm like, "No, I wish I was on drugs."
Yeah, right. I know. I would rather have some other. Well, I don't know. It's bad too. Like if I have like other addiction that is making me that, it's still bad. But
Yeah, yeah.
it's very painful. Like I suffer with a lot of pain. Do you have pain too?
Oh yeah, right now my legs are killing me, just absolutely cramped up, killing me. So
Yeah.
but I mean, it's kind of one of the things where we live with this pain that people don't. It's like it's not intense all the time, but it's this low grade pain and discomfort that like our every waking moment. And that's like I think if there's one thing underreported in Parkinson's, it's the pain of this condition. And I'm sure it's the same for FND. They don't like, necessarily see the pain. They can see the tics or the tremors or whatever,
Uh
the
huh.
spasms. They
Yeah.
can't see the pain, but the pain is real.
It is. Like with me, like in the daytime I try to keep myself busy, do things, so I'm kind of ignoring the pain, like it camouflage with all the things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
But then at night when I'm trying to relax and go to sleep, that's when it intensifies, is you feel it now, like, oh man, yeah, I'm feeling it, and
I would encourage people to go check out your channel because there's a particular video that you have where I guess your husband or your son is filming you trying to walk. And I got to tell you that is very similar to me, where my legs just they lock up and it's painful to move them. And then when you do try to move them, other parts of your body respond. Like you're trying to move your leg, but your arm will jerk. And there's one point where you get frustrated. I don't know if it's on purpose, but you're like knocking stuff off the counter. I've been there, sister. I've been there.
Oh God, yeah. And I'm cleaning my kitchen, right, and everything, and I have a lot of stuff in my counter, so I was getting frustrated too because I didn't have anything to hold on.
Yeah.
I needed something, and this place is very tiny. Like my walker doesn't fit in here. I have to use a cane or holding on to the wall or the furniture. That's the only way. So, but yeah, that it was worse. My husband is the one who recorded me. I couldn't. When we got out of the car, I took a few steps, and then that's it. My legs just didn't want to move at all, and I was losing my balance. And he came first to open the door for me, and so I have to yell at him, I can't walk, come and help me, so when I have to manual use my hand one at the time, one leg after another, just to have a step,
That's what
because
I
they just
saw. And I mean, I got to tell you, how do you do stairs? I mean, is that even possible?
like at the beginning, I have to sit on the stairs and then go up backwards.
Mm,
That's how I was able to do it, but to walk up the stairs, I couldn't do it. And there is some good days, yeah, you can walk down the stairs, of course, holding on, but even when I walk, like if I walk down the stairs, if I have a spasm or a tick, it will kick my leg out of nowhere, and then there I go.
I broke a toe like that.
It's it's awful.
In Parkinson's, we get something which is called dyskinesia, which people associate with Michael J. Fox.
Uh-huh.
That the wiggling, the not be able to sit still. That is not Parkinson's. That's the side effects of the medication. And when I
Hmm.
get up, my legs like go in different directions. And I was trying to go up the stairs, and I nailed like the fourth toe just straight into the stair,
Ooh.
which hurt like hell. And I had to go to the doctor, which is even
Hmm.
more uncomfortable. And then they put in this weird little boot thing. So yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
what would you say is your biggest struggle with FND?
Sometimes not be able to talk
Yeah,
or to walk.
yeah,
That's the main focus. Like at first, it was annoying to see people just stare at you if I'm in the store and I'm having a tick attack, and I'm
yeah.
bouncing my head and I'm kicking and punching, and they will just stare. But I don't care now because they don't know what I have, and then I know what I have, and I have to concentrate on me so I don't get more out of control.
Honestly, it presents almost as Tourette's,
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
which of course people with Tourette's, I mean, it's not all the screaming and yelling kind. Sometimes it's the jerky movements, the punching and stuff. And I got to
Yeah.
tell you, I mean, when I was younger, I was not the most understanding person. I was afraid of disabled people, and not afraid of them. And they made me feel really uncomfortable. Now here I am, a disabled person. Like
Mhm.
my wife was like, you used to be kind of a butthole. I was like, well, yeah, I guess I was, because it was my greatest fear was that it was somehow I was going to somehow catch it. And you can't catch
Oh,
it. You can't catch it. I can't sneeze on somebody and give them Parkinson's disease. I can't get a dog bite and get Parkinson's disease. It's not like rabies. It's just,
exactly.
and there's really no history of it in my family, so I don't really know where
Oh,
it came from.
uh-huh.
I did work at a plant nursery for years with the pesticides and herbicides, and I think that if I
Mm,
had to guess, it was from 17 to 19. If I had to guess, that's probably where the exposure to the level of toxins probably started it. Um,
yeah.
but I mean, there's the shame factor. Like I was going out to my wife and me went out, and we went out somewhere in public, and I was in a wheelchair because
Yeah.
I was having trouble walking at the moment, and my pills were working, but then my legs started jerking all around, and I felt really self-conscious because there's like a bunch of kids around, and I'm like, the last thing I want to do is be the freak in the corner, but I can't let it stop me from going out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, don't go out a lot. But
I tried to.
as you can see, I got a pretty cool cave down here.
Yeah, I love it. Nice.
There's a
That's
video
where.
store. There's a video store out the side there. I got like
Oh,
hundreds of movies like on shelves like an old Blockbuster. Yeah, it's awesome.
oh, that's what I see on your videos. That's what you
Yes,
have.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
pretty
basically,
spacey.
thank you. I basically just made a really cool like cave for myself where I can hide out from the world and watch my movies. But have you ever
Nice.
I mean, can you because one of the things that that we get in the Parkinson's community is the staring. Is has anybody ever confronted you about it in public? Because yeah, I mean, I've got friends that have been confronted in public with their Parkinson's. It's like, no, it's I can't control it. So has there ever been like
Yeah.
something where you were so like somebody called you out for it?
There were three occasions. The all three was people were concerned. They literally thought I was ceasing standing up,
Yeah.
so they were concerned. And one lady definitely is like, "Come over here, sit down." Like literally, I bless her heart. She was really concerned, and I said, "No, it's okay. It's just muscle spasms, and when they get out of control, they do this." But if I don't control those, they turn into a seizure eventually.
Now, have you tried meditation? Does that help at all?
I haven't tried that. And
I use that a lot. I mean, I can actually
yeah.
stop my tremor to some extent by when I'm off I'm on my medication right now, but when I'm
Mhm.
off, my hands shake real bad. But I can actually I mean, for extended periods of time while I'm meditating and doing yoga, I can stop the tremor, which is pretty amazing, honestly. It doesn't always
Yeah.
work, but the last few days I've been able to just completely stop my tremor. Now, do you have a tremor?
I do have tremors. They actually manifest before I actually gonna have a seizure just out of nowhere. Like I start trembling from inside out.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible
And
feeling.
yeah, it's like my heart starts beating really hard, and
It,
then
and you know you got to go sit down somewhere, get
I got one of those actually making a video. I was making ribbons for awareness for FND, and I was kind of feeling a little weird, but I ignore it and I keep working on making my video. And just about the end of the video, that's when it hit me.
oh no.
And I was with my cat too that time, and then my cat bite my hand, and I think that also
Oh, it's
trigger.
terrible.
Yeah,
When I get dyskinetic and kind of wiggly, my dogs they're so used to it, they don't even pay attention to me anymore. It's but I mean honestly, I mean it happened when my father-in-law was over, and it scared the hell of him. I'm like, this just it doesn't happen all the time. When it does, it's very uncomfortable, and that's why I have to have kind of like a crash room, go to where I can just kind of lay down so it stops.
yeah.
That's painful too, and it's by the way, I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have Michael J. Fox and some other people as a spokesperson for Parkinson's. Is there any famous people with FND?
Not that I know. Not
It's
that I
got yeah,
know.
it's terrible.
But with the focal, uh, it's called also. It's kind of close to what Celine Dion has.
Stiff
It's in,
person syndrome.
it's no, it's the functional neurological.
Yes,
Uh, this I don't know what she has, disease or disorder. I don't know, but affects her vocal cords,
yes.
and that's what we have too. Like you see me talking, and then sometimes my voice goes completely, and I'm like raspy, whispering like that.
I mean, that's how I am in the morning. I mean, sometimes, I mean, honestly, it's dystonia in your voice, basically,
Yes, yeah, that's awful. That's terrible.
which
And
could be related in some part to their DBS surgery, the deep brain stimulation. By the way, is there any treatment, any like surgical treatment for FND?
Uh, well, I didn't got any help. I tried to get help, and nobody can help me. Not even therapy for psychological. I try. I've been through four therapists, and they all quit on me.
They quit on you? You can't quit. Therapists can't quit.
Exactly. I was like, what is it that they tell me they're not? Um, what was?
Not
Uh,
qualified.
yeah, qualified.
Well, who the hell is? I mean, I've got a therapist, and she specializes in anxiety, which is something I can deal with. Um,
Oh, yeah.
but she's very kind, and I mean, we do Zoom calls every other month, and it's like she's very accommodating and very understanding my situation. Does depression come with FND? Because Parkinson's, that was one of my first symptoms, was just like bone chilling depression. So I mean,
So,
in Parkinson's, there's a lack of dopamine in our brain. So that no dopamine means depression. Do you have like chemical imbalances like that in your brain, or is it more just like the muscle stuff?
well, in my personal life, I suffer from depression since I remember.
Hmm.
Since I remember, like I was 7 years old and I was in severe depression, Jay. Like
That's terrible.
so severe that I just I don't I want to depart at seven
I'm
years
so
old.
sorry to hear that.
And in my head, I thought that it was going to be the best for my mother. I thought that she was going to be happy if I was not
Mm.
around. And that was what's going on in my head. And I couldn't tell her, and plus that in that time, especially in Mexico, too, a lot of people don't do therapy. They think that, why do you need therapy? We don't believe in that. Just talk, just say whatever, and you're done like that.
No, I mean, you've got to have somewhere to go to talk to somebody. I'm still can't get over that 4 year therapist quit.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. And I give up too. I was just like, you know what, I'm done. Because well, the last one, it was she was okay. The first one give me only three sessions, and then she says, I'm gonna transfer to another one. The second one was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna try, and then she got sick, and after that I couldn't see her no more. It was done. And then the third one also, she called me, literally I sent her a message, she called me, and she's like, no, I'm gonna send you another link to somebody else. And
Oh crap!
so I saw that one, and then my husband keeps calling.
What are you
uh,
doing?
I
Dana, where
know,
you at?
I'm busy.
Go away.
So he thinks I was gonna do the live, but it's not happening. Uh, so after that, she sent me to this lady, and then how many is that? Four.
That's four. Yeah.
Uh,
Cuatro.
yeah, cuatro. So that one also did two sessions, and she sent me to the last one, and the last one was because I'm just tired of talking the same thing and
Yes. Yes.
repeating and
Yes.
triggering myself and
Yes.
reminding me of all the things that happen. Because my FND, I'm sorry, my FND is due to childhood trauma.
I mean, I think there's something to that with my Parkinson's. And I think that's one thing that they have not yet been able to draw like a definite line to. But I'm telling you, I mean, I started experiencing. I went through some really hard trauma as a teenager, and then in my mid 20s. By
Yeah,
30, I was already showing signs of Parkinson's.
like with me 30s with FND.
My hands started to stiffen up when I play guitar. I started
Mm-hmm.
walking. People are like, "Why are you walking so stiff?" I'm like, people are asking me if I was okay, if I was sick. I'm like, I'm fine. I
Yeah,
just had been getting sick for so long, and I'm telling you, the trauma is a real thing. And especially when it happens to you when you're young, you have nowhere to go with all that emotion, so you bury it,
exactly.
and it comes up and it sprouts up little weeds of other things that are permanent. I'm a
Mhm.
firm believer in that.
Yeah. And so yeah, so I was just vomited all on her, right, in one shot. I didn't want to keep waiting.
Well,
Well,
you say you vomited on her, yeah, emotionally, yeah.
I think it was too much on her.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
time out, time out.
Yeah, she was like, oh, aren't you a chatterbox? I'm like, what? I don't want to.
Chatterbox.
Yeah, I don't want to wait until you ask me what is this, what is that. I here take it all, and then now tell me how to fix it.
Well, you are very much like me in that we're very. I think the word is vociferous. There's a big word for you. It
Okay.
means very very loudly talkative. Like my wife will say when we have friends over, she's like, you just put on a show. You sit there and you scratch your balls and you fart and you make a bunch of. And I was like, I live to make people laugh. I'm an entertainer. And I can tell you're the same way. And I think maybe that comes from a part of our soul that's it's healing to be that way, to talk, to get it
Yeah.
out. Because for
Yeah.
years I didn't talk. And I think that probably, I'm not saying it was the sole reason I got sick, but I
Hmm.
didn't talk. I buried it. And I mean, which is really a shame that the therapists aren't willing to listen to you. I mean, I guess if you vomited out your emotions.
But that
I
was the last
hate
one.
everybody. I hate life. It sucks or whatever. But dude, come on, man up. That's
I
their
know.
job. That's their job.
I should have paced myself. She was like, okay, I want you to this is what she said. She says, I want you to surrender your medication to me
Oh no.
and you checks, and then I'm gonna put you in a mental hospital.
No, no bueno, as they say.
No. I was like, what?
No
No.
quiero.
Why? Why? Are you just gonna lock me up and like
That's not going to help.
no.
Well, you were making threats to her, like I'm going to kill you in your sleep.
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I guess it was too much of what happened. So, wow, yeah. So that's what I give up with the therapist. I'm like, not doing it. I'm done.
Well, I mean, if you don't connect with the right one, and I had one lady that wanted to get all up in my business. She wanted to relive my childhood trauma. And I'm like, I'm
Mhm.
not here to talk about that. I'm dealing with Parkinson's disease. I've
Uh-huh.
dealt with my childhood trauma. I can't keep rehashing it. I'm here to talk about the
Yeah.
here and now. And then this other guy, he said all of my problems were my wife's fault. Basically, I was like, well, I mean, roundabout.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was like, well, as much as I would like to believe that, no, my wife is not my problem. She's the solution to most of my problems. Not that
wow.
we don't annoy each other, but yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like, and so those two didn't work out, but I found a really good one. And then this, oh, I want to cuss so bad. This other dude fell asleep. One of my therapists fell asleep. I'm talking to him. This jackass nodded out. Like,
Wow.
I'm out. Finito.
Yeah, what? Oh man, that's awful.
And then he even admitted, he goes, I'm here working overtime to pay for my kids' college. I was like, I wanted to say, oh, is my emotion inconveniencing you? Am I boring you? This jackass fell asleep. So yeah, so I went through three. So there you go. I'm on my fourth now. So yeah.
Okay.
So now that I added up, I'm kind of a head case too, Anna.
No, yeah. So
Loco en la cabeza.
we are, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I give up on, the therapist. I'm like, well, I'm not doing it no more. I'm done.
Well, I've found music is very very healing.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, maybe you should just try maybe just a little meditation, get yourself a little comfortable spot. And I mean, it can be hard to get into it at first, especially with my dog running around, my kid. So the
Yeah.
early morning is the best best time because everybody's asleep. I can come downstairs in my little man room, just get in my little lotus position, and yeah, that's just I mean, not that you ask for advice, but I would just say give it a
Mhm.
try. Give it a couple tries because practice your breathing because I mean these diseases affect every part of our body, every function of our body, from going to the bathroom to
Yeah.
walking to thinking. When I'm off my medication, I can be kind of foggy headed. I've been described as relentless,
Good. Yeah. That's
and
a
I was
good thing.
like, maybe stubborn is a better word.
And stubbornness is good too, because you will not let this define, your life as much as you can. Just trying to keep it in order, even if though it's difficult. I try to do that too, but sometimes it wins, and that's when I get frustrated.
Well, in one of my videos, I think I said um, in 2025 that I rode the beast more than it threw me. You're gonna get thrown a few times, and it's okay. It's okay to get, and it's okay to get mad. It's okay to, I mean, as long as you don't break shit like I've done before.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah.
have.
But yeah, we live this weird life, even though we have these different but very similar afflictions. Um, we still have a life to live. There's still, and I try to tell people, I was like, there's still good moments. You might be seeing me when I'm
Uh-huh.
off, when I'm shaky, or maybe I'm moving too much. Trust me,
Yeah.
there are moments of the day where I feel normal. Not as many as I would like,
Uh-huh.
but it's easier to be alone. I don't know if FND makes it hard to be around people. For me, my shit acts up more when I'm around people. But we got really, it's like, I feel like people that aren't sick don't appreciate their health. And I will die saying that because my wife said you're the worst person to get sympathy from because she's like, nothing is as bad as what you have. I got a cold, I got Parkinson's. You got a flu, I got Parkinson's. Like I sprained my ankle, I got dystonia. So I have to learn to be sensitive, but at the same time, you got to own it. You got to own it, and I could be kind of a crabby old man. I'm not gonna lie. but
Yeah.
I also like to laugh. So you're gonna get the Krabby J Mac, and then maybe 10 minutes later, I'll be back again.
Yeah, the funny
Just
Mac.
just give me a little glass of wine yeah,
Everything's good.
something good to snack on, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Give me a little loosey goosey.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, Anna, this has been a very entertaining talk. I'm really interested to do one on your channel once we could figure out how to do that. I made the mistake of telling you, oh, it's really easy. Well, I had never done a live stream at the same time with somebody. I thought it would be easy, but apparently it's not. But
Yeah. Me too. It's the first time.
I will put the link up to your channel, and we will stay in touch, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. And then, oh, but also hang on very quickly. You
Yeah.
asked
Any
me,
last things to say?
yeah, when you asked me, see, just click in my head. If it was contagious, FND is not. So what the doctors told me during that time is like what they know is four things that you can get it, like an accident,
Mm,
uh, surgery.
mm.
What was the other one? Medication, and of course, childhood trauma. But my son was different. He developed fever, and that's how he got it. So
Life is so fragile. We gotta grab onto every good moment we have.
yeah, yeah, we do. We are. But thank you again, Jay. Say hello to the family.
Yes, I
And
will. Tiene un buen día.
tú también. Cuídate mucho.
Sí.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Adiós.